Let's get the latest now from SABC News reporter Samkele Maseko. Samkele, of course, developments have been seen even throughout the day, as well as in the early hours of this morning, a marathon of debates around credentials as well that caught, action which was unsuccessful that we saw yesterday. Where are we now?
In essence, at this point in time, delegates to this ANC provincial conference in Gauteng are currently voting. They are voting for those whom have been nominated for the positions within the top 5 of the ANC in the province. It's Panyaza Lesufi versus Lebogang Maile for the chairpersonship. It is Mzi Kumalo versus Nomanto Ramalu Nkomo for the deputy chairpersonship. It is TK Ngiza versus Jacob Kawe versus Tulani Kunene for the position of provincial secretary, and it is Tasnim Mutara versus Mukheti Nomatama Mukheti for the position of deputy provincial secretary, and also treasurer. It is Morek Munsopo, who is the MC of social development in the province, versus Paul Muchapilo, who hails from the Tshwane region. For both of them, for the treasurer position, come from one specific region. I am going to ask just one individual just to call Mr. Mzi Kumalo, who is contending for the position of deputy chairperson in the province of Gauteng. I am hijacking him. I didn't ask him earlier on, so he is protesting a bit, just to get the essence of where he stands when it comes to this election. Mr. Kumalo, the essence of your contestation, how far are you? How far is voting at this point in time, and how do you feel going towards this contestation with delegates now voting?
I think the first thing is that we are discharging the constitution of the ANC, which encourage internal democracy as part of renewing the mandate of the organization. So that's the first thing that we're doing. We're here to renew the mandate of the Provincial Executive Committee of Gauteng, because its term has come to lapse. Thus far, we had nominations, which nominations were closed, and delegates are then expected to come and vote, as they are doing, voting per region, and everything is going according to the plan. I think that we are having a healthy contestation. There's no conflict or tensions amongst all comrades that are contesting. The only thing that stands against us is the question of time, because as you know, yesterday we had to work throughout the night. Delegates, as they are here, none of them have gone to sleep. That's the only thing that stands against us. We particularly are concerned about the content of the conference, which content is informed by the commission. There are discussions that are taking place as to how best we can do that, because we don't want to maliciously comply. We want to ensure that whatever program that will be coming out of the resolutions, they must be in line with the theme that we want to put together in this particular province.
Mr. Kumalo, you speak about resolutions. This conference has not gone to commissions. It's a direct replica of the Eastern Cape province. When are you going to commissions, particularly knowing that this is the last day of conference and you're only voting for the officials today, which were nominated at about 10 o'clock in the morning?
As I'm saying to you, I can't be conclusive. There's discussions. 2 proposals. One is that let's go to commissions as in tonight. The other proposal says no, let's not be seen as maliciously complying. Let's think of a special PGC, which PGC would execute the work that was supposed to be executed today. So we are not far from the expectation of the constitution itself. We would be able to fulfill the mandate of what the constitution expects us to do, because remember, the conference is not all about elections, and in fact what has delayed the conference, it's not necessarily elections. We spend a lot of time talking about the credentials, which you would know it's the big thing these days. And if you don't pay attention to it and do it thoroughly, you might end up in court where you will not be able to explain yourself. So we spend a lot of time around issues of credentials, issues of reports. Yesterday night, the political report, the organizational report, the treasurer's report. So election is but that part which we are now executing.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kumalo. That is Kumalo, who's contending for the position of Deputy Provincial Secretary within the province. This conference has not yet gone to commissions. Bongiwe, Director of the Mpumalanga of the Eastern Cape Provincial Conference, which says ANC delegates, ANC members, all they ever argue about these days is the issue of credentials, as opposed to the plight of the people of Gauteng and also the undesirable socio-economic conditions that many of the residents of this province find themselves in, escalating prices of fuel and a sluggish economy as well.
All right, Samkele, let's leave it there with you for now. We'll check in to see if there are any developments then on that front. As of course, there's lots of conversations around whether or not to go to the commissions or, as you heard them, Z, saying that simply put this matter off for now and do it at a later stage.